In this segment, I want to talk about a very, very simple practice that will help with one of the very common patterns. Remember, everything that we're doing, we're trying to relate back in this program how to treat common patterns of imbalance. And one of the very common patterns that happens just as a normal result of aging, but that can also be made worse by stress, has to do with the blood drying out. Right? We all dry out as we age, and so how you keep more moisture in the body, it's not just a question of drinking more water. Right? You drink a lot of water, you're just going to pass it through your body unless we have ways to hold that moisture in the body. One of the very simplest techniques that we can use, and a very easy thing for you to do, and people from all cultures have known this for many, many centuries. The ancient Greeks used to do this after they bathed or after they would wrestle, right? Guys training would right away put oil on the body. One of the signs symptoms of blood vacuity in your pattern, in your handbook of patterns, has to do with especially drying out of the lower legs. And the symptom is cramping in the calves, right back here. Lots of people get this. We treat it all the time in clinic. But one of the ways that you can keep especially this area, which is so prone to drying out because of, it really has to do with the blood flow issues. But we can keep this, and you may see even on your own body, many people have dry, cracked, really scaly skin on their lower leg, calf, shin area, right, all the way down to their feet. So I'm just going to show you here. This is a very good quality macadamia oil. You don't have to use something like this. We get this in Guatemala, so I'm just showing you this here. I imagine macadamia oil is quite expensive in North America and elsewhere, and perhaps in Europe, but down here it's great. It's a great product because they make it right here. So macadamia oil is an excellent one. Another one that I really like because of its properties is jojoba oil. Jojoba oil can be bought at lots of different places. It's not cheap. It's a little less expensive than macadamia oil, but these two oils for sure are two of the best because of the way that the skin absorbs. That they're very, very complex in all their makeup and all the compounds that are in them, and so they're very good to be absorbed by human skin. So when I oil up, just oiling the lower leg, I'm nice and dry today, so just oil up and nothing really fancy here, but you really do feel a difference, and it's not just a local difference. It's not just something that helps with skin dryness on the part that's affected. It will help, ultimately, it will start to help with your whole nervous system. It will keep the body a little more easygoing, right? It takes a lot less effort for your body to moisten itself once you've started to help from the outside. The blood's function in holism, there's only one function for blood in holism, and that's to nourish and moisten the body. That's one thing. It's a technical concept. And so even I like to do this, right? After I put some on my lower legs, I even just rub it around. Especially the parts in Chicago this year I was driving. You always have your arm halfway out the window, right? And one arm's always getting baked by the sun. So even just a little bit of oil on just the major parts of the body. Right? A little bit here, a little bit there. Sometimes I even put it on my belly and my back just to really soften all of the skin. But what a difference this makes. You really do feel a big, big difference for the remainder of the day. And then over time, obviously, if you just do this 2, 3, 4 times a week, you really feel a tremendous difference. Oiling your hair and things like this obviously is also a good option. If you can do that, jojoba oil seems to be the best for that. Okay, but that's a very, very simple technique you can do. Oil your skin regularly, right? Creams and things like this aren't the same. Get a good quality oil. I've said macadamia and jojoba are two of my favorites. Oil your skin on a regular basis. It's going to make a big difference in keeping your body from drying out, and this is a major, major thing for empowering you for both aging and for any kind of chronic disease where dryness is a big, big problem.